Hello, and welcome to Blue Lightning Healing Meditations. My name is Susie Parker Goins. I am a channel, an energy healer, a past life explorer, and a guide. I have links in the description box for my websites, for podcasts, financial support opportunities, and other contact information. So please like, comment, subscribe, favorite it, share it with your friends, do all the things, and thanks for your support. I upload on Mondays and Thursdays, so here we go. This is episode 3 of my 7-week series about the chakras. I'll be uploading content about each of the 7 chakras, information like what it is, where it is, how to tell if it's balanced or imbalanced, ways to heal it. And then on the following Monday, I'll be uploading a meditation that explores that chakra of the week. I'm going to be doing that on anchor.fm or on any of my other podcast platforms since it's difficult here. Let's see. Okay, so now we are at chakras. Chakras are energy centers that everybody has, even your pets. It's the ancient Sanskrit word for wheel. We have at least 108 chakras within our own bodies. We have some on the outside, but 108 is a really significant number in so many different disciplines like math, science, literature, technology, martial arts. Meditation malas, they have 108 beats in them. And better yet for me is that there are 108 stitches in a regulation baseball. Okay. So it's the big 7 I'm focusing on for this series. I call it your inner rainbow. You know him. You've been introduced to Roy G. Biv, right? Come on. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Roy G. Biv. It's another cool thing. Okay. So this week we're going to focus on the solar plexus, or the Manipura chakra. And that's the one that sits just below your sternum or under your ribs and above your belly, your stomach. The corresponding parts on your hands, let me put down my phone. On your hands, it's a point. So here's the center of your palm, and it's a point just a little bit up from that. You've got these knuckles that go across here. Well, it's just below that, below your middle fingers. And then on your feet, and again, we're not showing you my feet because I don't bend that way. Okay, so it's on the ball of your foot. So let's just, whatever. So it's like, here's the ball of your foot, just pretend. And then just a little bit down and diagonally is where it is on your foot. Or it's about an index finger's length down from your toes. Let's see. So the color is yellow. It's the seat of your confidence. It has links to the digestive tract. I don't know why that word's so hard for me to say. The digestive tract, pancreas, liver, and stomach. The element is fire, and that connects a lot of dots for me. I don't know if you've ever heard the phrase, a fire in the belly. It means you have a passion for something. There's a real desire and a drive to do things. Digestive fire is a topic that comes up a lot in my research on this chakra. So the solar plexus, or the Manipura, the phrase involves action. I do. I am powerful. I am, or I have energy. And it asks you, what do you stand for? Where's your personal power? Your integrity? What gives you confidence? Where's your willpower? What do you have power over? A healthy Manipura, it manifests as you are balanced, and having good levels of self-esteem or feelings of empowerment, being confident, responsible, having the will to do what is best for you and for your highest good, and being energetic. And I'm not talking like bouncing off the walls kind of energetic, but getting stuff done that needs to be done kind of energy. A blocked or unhealthy solar plexus shows up, number one, as digestive issues. like butterflies in your stomach, that feeling of low self-esteem or being helpless. You don't take responsibility for yourself. There's no willpower, or you have an inability to say no. So your boundaries are really weak. And then there's low energy, being passive. On the other hand, an overactive solar plexus is being really aggressive or domineering, arrogant. There's too much energy. Some people would call it hyperactive. An overactive solar plexus also shows up as being power hungry. And there's that stomach theme again. Deceitful, manipulative, that relentless inner critic. Okay, so how does one balance a wonky solar plexus? First off, use color. The Manipura color is yellow, so it's like the sun. So wear yellow. Maybe yellow shirts are in style. I don't know. I wear a lot of tie-dye here. But the Manipura tone is Ram. Let me try to do it. Ram. I think that's the tone. You can check it out. Just key in Ram tone or solar plexus tone on YouTube, and you'll find a soundtrack for it. Okay, but continuing with sound, you can go and do affirmations like, I am enough, I have enough, I do enough, I value myself, I give myself, let's try and say some of these by putting our hand on our solar plexus. I value myself. I give myself permission to fully enjoy life. I honor the power within me. I accomplish tasks with grace and ease. The fire within me burns away all blockages and fears. I am free to choose in any situation. I am my authentic self. I love that one. Okay, so there are physical activities you can do, like martial arts. I understand people gain a lot of confidence from doing martial arts, so that's moving and activating all the chakras. But there's also things like feel your feelings, whether it's crying during a sad movie or laughing at a good joke. Laughing, that works the belly. Or, writing down the things that piss you off and burn them. Get out in the sun. See, I have sun today. Yikes. Yoga, it's another physical activity. Now, I am not a yogi by any stretch of the imagination. So I'll describe these things, but I do highly recommend you go talk to your friendly neighborhood yoga instructor and either get a routine set out or a plan, just something to do. But the first asana is the Navasana, or the boat pose. And that's the one where you sit, and in whatever degree of strength you have, your aim is to have your legs and your torso at 45 degrees in that V shape. So your legs are here, your torso's here. You could also have, well, I can't do it this way. Your legs don't bend that way, but you can bend your legs, use your arms to support, and then you do what you need to. Next is Dhanurasana, or the bow pose. You lay down on your belly and your arms are at your side, and then using breath, you coordinate the movement to pull your feet up to your butt. You raise your head and your torso, and the ultimate goal is to use your hands, of course. You grab your ankles with your hands so that you're bowed. Now, the last one I have is not so much a pose, but an exercise, and it's called churning the abdomen. Turns out I was taught this at one of the belly dance workshops I went to a bazillion years ago. So what you do, you stand and your hands are on your thighs, just above your knees. So that means you're a little bent over. And it turns out you can do this sitting down too. You're not going to be bent over, you'll be sitting up straight. But you breathe in a normal rhythm for a bit, a few rounds. And then you inhale deeply so that your stomach expands. and you exhale slowly so that your stomach contracts. And we do this in my meditation. So you inhale so your belly expands, exhale so your belly contracts, and then at one point you're going to exhale, and then without breathing, you're going to pull in and push out your belly muscles for about 5 or 10 sets. That's called churning. I'm doing it now. I'm sure it looks odd, so we'll stop. But it's called churning the abdomen, and it really does work your abdominal muscles. You can just sit there and do it. And it's also an activator for the solar chakra. So next off are my favorite. They're mudras, or hand poses. And you can practice this one, which is, put your hands in a prayer position with your left thumb crossing your right thumb. But you put it at your solar chakra, and your fingers are pointing out, and then you chant. The next one is called the Sun or Surya Mudra, and that's where you bend your ring finger towards your palm, and using your thumb you apply gentle pressure. Now your other fingers, you see, are still outstretched, but they're kind of relaxed. And you hold that pose, palm up on your thighs or in your lap, or just meditating on it a bit. So now let's move on to foods. And hopefully by now you know the drill. Chakra color is yellow, so eat yellow foods like yellow bell peppers, bananas, corn, pineapple, apricots, cheese, yogurt, kefir, whole grain cereals, ginger, squash, lemons. Yogurt and kefir I can understand because they have those probiotics that help with digestion. Solar plexus is connected to digestion. Makes good sense to me. Next up are essential oils, and those would include, I lost my script. The essential oils are lemon, yellow, makes sense, chamomile, it's a very calming one, and it has a yellow center, juniper, rosemary, and peppermint. I don't understand the correlations there, I didn't go that far, but of course it also makes me wonder now, if I'm looking at essential oils with the herbs that they came from, from which they are derived, if those have a correlation. If you really want to know, I recommend you talk to my friend Jessica Martin at rabbitspantry.com. She makes teas, and I'm sure she can come up with a tea for you. That's unsponsored. She doesn't even know I'm saying that. Okay, so the EOs are relatively common. I think the chamomile is kind of pricey, but always use a carrier oil before you apply it to your skin. And for the love of Pete, please don't drink your essential oils. Please just don't. They're not a beverage. They will hurt your liver in the long run. Okay? All right. Now, moving on. Now we go to the crystals. And of course, yellow ones. Some of the highlights are citrine. We talked about that. That's St. Michael's favorite. It's a lovely color to invoke the color of the sun. It's a crystal of empowerment. It's uplifting. It unblocks the solar plexus. Yeah, I know last week I said it was for the sacral chakra, but it's one of those that pulls in all of the energies for the lower chakras, so the root, sacral, and solar plexus, and it pulls it all together. Next up is lemon quartz. That's a really powerful solar plexus stone. It's yellow color. It's sunny and uplifting, as most of these will be. It clears blockages from the Manipura. It works on self-love and self-worth. And it helps to clear negative thought patterns. I think that's important. Those kind of feed in like with that inner critic, and those can just rip you down without even getting out of bed. So, if you can find, I'm sure you can find a lemon quartz, and that also absorbs negativity, and it quiets that inner critic. That's that whole clearing negative thought patterns. Inner critic can go on coffee break, that sort of thing. Then we have yellow tiger's eye. That's the stone of courage. It motivates you to get up and going and to do the things. It protects you from psychic attacks, particularly to the solar plexus, which is aimed at your self-image. That's cool to know. It is a confidence booster for getting you into a place which you can take on your life's challenges and clear blockages. Ooh, pyrite. They also call it fool's gold. And it's got the energy of wealth and richness to it. You know, those times when you have a little extra cash in your bank account or your wallet and nothing bothers you. You're not worried about the next bill because you can pay it. Well, that's what pyrite is. It's that swaggering confidence you can call on to face your life. Yellow jasper is a combination of quartz and chalcedony. Quartz is an amplifier. Chalcedony is a nurturing stone. It has a nurturing energy and it brings your body, mind, and soul in alignment. So while the color yellow activates the solar plexus and the quartz amplifies it, and then the chalcedony tempers it. So it's not just this bang your head against the wall change, but it makes it a really powerful healer and cleansing stone. So next up is yellow jade. I have some somewhere. And it fell off my desk. Oh well. Yellow jade. I don't know if any of you are familiar with jade. I usually see it as a green stone. I saw it at the Smithsonian and from China. It was, oh wow, it was amazing. But it comes in a bunch of different colors, I just found out for this research. It comes in blue and purple and red and yellow and or butter jade they call it. There's also white. There's jadeite, nephrite. There's all kinds of jades, but this yellow jade, of course, corresponds with the solar plexus color. And it helps you to explore the reasons for emotional responses. Say you use emotional eating as a coping mechanism. Well, yellow jade helps you to calm down first and to explore the wheres and the why fors of that response. Sunstone is making another comeback here too. It's the solar plexus is the chakra of leadership, of confidence, of self-worth, and sunstone enhances all of that. It relieves fears and stress. It boosts your energy. It encourages independence and creativity. You know, that thinking outside of the box mentality. I don't care how warm and snug the box is. Let's think outside of it. And it helps you with your decision-making process by adding clarity of thought. Next up is amber. See, I'm still wearing mine. It's a protective stone. Because it's not a crystal, it is fossilized tree sap, so it holds the energy, ancient energy of the earth and sun. It eliminates negative energy. It stimulates the intellect. Oh boy, I need that. Okay. And it promotes self-confidence and creative expression too. So you can meditate with them, place them on the chakra of you're targeting for this time, or carry them with you. I wear mine. And you can do that with these stones or with any other stones that resonate with you. I use that word a lot, resonate. And what does it mean? Well, everything has an energetic vibration or a frequency to it. And if someone's energy frequency is in accord with yours, you resonate with them. It's like that sympathetic toning where if you have one tone going, then something else has a similar frequency and it starts to vibrate along with it. Okay. And that can play out. On a personal level, that can play out as somebody you just feel better for being around. Somebody you've got, what is the word, simpatico with, this stuff that just feels right to you. And foods have frequencies too. What foods do you eat that you feel better for having eaten? I'm not talking necessarily healthy foods, but there are some foods, like I know I cannot eat chocolate chip chunks from Trader Joe's because it messes up my blood sugar. So that's something that's not resonant with me, and so I don't eat them. You can listen to it. Frequencies in food. You can check in with the frequency of whatever you're asking about, whether it's a person, a place, a thing, a food. You can just straight up ask your body, put your hand on your solar plexus and ask, is this a positive or beneficial thing for me? And you can either feel your body wobble or you'll hear or see or feel or know yes or no. And listen to your intuition with that. So Monday I'll upload a meditation about the solar plexus on Blue Lightning Healing Meditations. So until next time, blessings.